This weekend has been wild with rumors regarding games going multi-platform. Now, this all started Friday when there was a podcast from Nate the Hate. There were a lot of alleged revelations here. And then Saturday, just yesterday, there was a post on Windows Central that did talk about this podcast. And then they, unofficially of course, confirmed a lot of these rumors, and they actually added their own rumors as well, their own things that they say their independent sources are confirming for them. So it has led to a lot of information regarding a ton of beloved games going multi-platform. Again, these are all just rumors, but I think these are pretty strong. I think these are quite believable. Obviously, with the angle Xbox has taken recently, none of it would surprise me, and PlayStation has actually also let their guard down a little bit with games. Sometimes they will release a game and then maybe a year or two later, they will then release it on other platforms. So I'm going to link both of these sources in the description, both the podcast and the Windows Central article, and I'm just going to get right into this. So this all started with the Nate the Hate podcast. So the rumor that was revealed there is that both Microsoft Flight Simulator and Halo the Master Chief Collection are going to be multi-platform. They are going to be available quite soon on the Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation 5. Now, of course, I wouldn't be surprised if this actually would end up being the Nintendo Switch 2 or whatever the next console will be, since that probably will release by the end of this year. Yeah, it actually sounds like Microsoft is intending to really support the next console by Nintendo. I'd assume probably the next console from PlayStation as well. I mean, none of this, of course, should be a surprise, since Microsoft is really making it clear that they have no problem going multi-platform going forward. So then a day later, a day after this podcast, Windows Central came out and said that not only can they confirm these rumors as accurate, again, just according to them, but they also brought up some other games that are going to go multi-platform. Now, some of these are Xbox games that are going to go multi-platform. Now, these include Gears of War 1 Ultimate Edition, as well as the recent Age of Mythology Retold, and Hellblade 2. But the other interesting thing is that it's not just Xbox giving good donations to the other two big consoles. No, apparently PlayStation is also going to make the two recent Final Fantasy VII Remake games, and I would assume probably eventually the third, also go multi-platform. So apparently Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth will come to the Xbox and Nintendo consoles. Yeah, it's just a ton to unpack. Like I said, I actually these days don't see this as that crazy of a rumor. I mean, there was a time where I would say you are absolutely crazy to tell me that Final Fantasy is going to come to Xbox or Halo to PlayStation, but times have obviously changed. Obviously, nowadays even, we have a lot of Final Fantasy games on Xbox. Square Enix has made it clear that they want to make a very good relationship with Xbox as kind of the norm going forward, so that really shouldn't be much of a surprise. Yeah, to me, it's all good stuff. I really hope this rumor does turn out to be true. I've heard conflicting things about Nate the Hate. People will say in the comments on some videos where I have brought him up as far as like things he has said, people will say that like he's a liar and that he's unreliable, but then some of the articles I'm reading right now say that he has a good track record, so I guess I really don't know what to believe. I don't know much about him, but now this is kind of being backed by Windows Central, and they have their own rumors that they have now started as well in addition to everything. 2025, we already knew it was going to be a pretty big year, maybe hopefully at least with GTA 6 and other great games along the way, but it could also be a very big year for games that have already been released finally going multi-platform.